Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
It's a beautiful Friday, officially the end of the working week. And of course, it's all about the positive energy and positive vibes all the way on your favorite premium family breakfast show.
And of course, we're doing you all justice, all by yourself. I'm your partner here.
Yeah.
My name is Mazino Appeal. Well said, by the way. It's going to be a two-way street, as you'll have to match our energy this morning. It's a Friday edition, and of course, you know, it's all fun and games.
Yeah, speaking of games, it's game day! Ha! Yes, we've been preparing for this week's game in earnest. And as always, we are always on the rise, and we've been given license to give you 2 hours and 45 minutes of non-stop family infotainment.
All right, so it's going to be a long weekend. Well, not really for me because I need that rest. So it's going to be. It's never long enough.
Enjoy it. You don't worry.
But
after this first week, you're gonna enjoy your
What a
weekend.
first week, by the way. But it's absolutely great. Anyway, so it's reason to smile. So let's already get that on our faces. Get the morning started. My name is Mazino Appeal.
And I'm Tito So stream the show live if you need to move around. tvcentertainment.tv and of course Facebook at TVC Connect.
And also you can send your comments with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and social media. And to watch on our, on YouTube, please go on our YouTube page and subscribe. Would love that you guys should do that.
TVC Entertainment is the YouTube page. And we've also got quite a lot of trending videos there right now. You should go check out.
Oh,
something special comes up today by
Absolutely.
2:30 p.m. via Instagram Live with us, the Wake Up Nigeria team on Wake Up Nigeria Extra.
Yes.
So let's kick off the show by saying MM is looking amazing.
Absolutely grand.
I don't understand how she does it, but she does it every morning. Morning, MM.
It takes very little effort because it's me.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, Mazina, she's just so you know, she's going to be searching for that hat before the end of the
Okay,
day.
so you want to keep that safe.
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely.
All of you that wants to strip me, no problem. Someone wants to take my hair, someone wants to take my hat.
Someone wants to take you.
Oh, wow.
But she's taking already. I'm sorry.
I am taking already.
Friday.
So, man, I wanted to say officially your first 1 week.
Yeah, don't jinx it because if you do that, I might slip on set or something like
No,
that. I don't want any of that.
No, I wanted to point it out that you've been a trooper. You've not fallen asleep during the advert breaks.
Maybe somewhere before the end of this show, I might be like on my belly or something somewhere.
No,
but it's all good.
No. But
Okay, so what I noticed with Crayon's music video is that it's something that I've noticed that has happened recently in the music industry where music producers create beats to suit the dance trend at that time. So what came to mind was this, that I may not know how to get it right, and I'm not going to stand up so that people don't base.
What's the name of the dance?
I don't know what it's called, but it's when they do the hand like this and the legs and the body. So that's what actually comes to mind. That was what came to mind when I was listening to the music, you know, and like the beats.
I think they all sound the same these days
right?
because of that.
Because
you know,
of the dance step.
tryna-
Yeah, you know, you're trying to cut it
They've always,
someplace.
it's you know, there's always that thing between demand and supply. What do the people want? You know, and they have some people that call themselves deep, you know, they want to give deep music and say, okay, if you don't like their music, that means you don't know music. I always say that stuff, man. You can't say stuff like that. You can't say because someone doesn't have a particular preference for a style of music that makes the person, you know, oblivious to what good music is.
Like the conversation we had last night.
True, yeah. What exactly would you call Johnny Drill's kind of music? Is it country? Is it folk? What is it?
Afro soul.
Afro contemporary.
Afro contemporary.
At first you said it was alter. I said no.
Yeah, I said no.
Alternative. No,
Alternative. Yeah, so
I think he's going to be one of those artists that just has his own trend. You know, his own genre. He can create his own
I think he
Johnny.
started, well, it does sound like it's supposed to be country, and then it's kind of like over the years evolved into an Afro, what was that you said again?
Contemporary.
Afro-contemporary type of
So and then
style.
and then some people feel like, okay, if you don't listen to that, if you don't appreciate that, you don't appreciate
good music. Yeah.
Nah, it's very relative, man. What is good music to you is trash to someone else. What is trash to someone else is perfect for you.
By the way, I'm stealing that jacket.
Wait till you Stefan. Well, let's know what weapons you have at your disposal. What's your arsenal, so that we can start getting ready.
Mike has some magic.
He wants to move with that bag. Don't worry, we'll block the bike. So I think about those last officials. You know those ones with those rods.
Yeah.
How did they do? Did they stop you or something? I hope you do run on your
Actually,
bike.
they're too excited to see me. Like,
Something that just come and just see a bag. I want to put that in. So, man, you know, just I do like this, I'll jam you off.
Anyway.
Now it's about time for me to take the news update. And it was a day of twists and turns in Edo State, where the State House of Assembly complex was taken over by police earlier in the day, or rather yesterday. Members of the Assembly met somewhere in the state capital to elect a new speaker after purportedly impeaching Frank Okiye. All of these are happening barely 1 month to the governorship election. This report brings us more of the unfolding events.
Since the 9th of June last year, when 9 out of 24 members-elect of the Edo State House of Assembly was inaugurated amid unclear circumstances, the state legislature had struggled with legitimacy burden. At different times, the National Assembly intervened, but was held back by an order of the court retaining status quo. 14 months after, fresh trouble began to evolve. Security personnel took over the Assembly complex on Thursday morning as the state governor pledged to protect the sovereignty of the legislature.
I will do all within my constitutional powers to protect the sovereignty of your house. Nigeria is governed by laws and the constitution of this country. Mr. President has always insisted that we must follow the rule of law and do things according to law.
The Speaker said the state remains focused and will not succumb to external threats.
Now, for anybody to think that he can create a government inside a government, I believe all of you know that that will be treasonable in terms of offense, and it will be resisted. It's unacceptable to us. There is a legitimate house which even the court has affirmed. The governor, you can see that this is the legitimacy of a government in the state.
Complete house.
So we are not afraid, but the signal must be sent to them that we are the citizens of Edo State. Nobody can come from outside to rule us.
While this was going on, 14 elected members of the Assembly, yet to be sworn in, met at a private venue where they were joined by another 3 from those sworn in June last year. They rose, saying that the 14 have been sworn in and that the Speaker and his deputy have been impeached. They elected a Speaker who announced that they will return to the Assembly on Friday for sitting.
I wish to acknowledge the innumerable support given to us in the process of the struggle since 2019, June to be precise, which has finally come to an end today. It is now time to go into business of lawmaking for which we were elected.
It is now blame game by the 2 leading political parties. The PDP alleges the police was deployed from Abuja by the APC government, saying it is a direct coup against democratic orders. It also blames the incident on the former national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Adams Oshomole, calling for the intervention of the Inspector General of Police. But the APC says it has no control over the police, accusing Governor Obaseki of plotting to enforce the continuation of what it describes as an illegal formation of a partial assembly. The party says the move amounts to executive recklessness and disregard for the principle of separation of powers.
The people of southern Kaduna are not a happy people at the moment. This is because they're still mourning the death of no fewer than 20 persons who were killed in villages around Zangon, Kataf local government area of Kaduna State. This is happening at a time the local government and 3 others in the southern senatorial district of Kaduna State are under a 24-hour curfew. Locals there say the invaders visited on Wednesday night through Thursday morning to cause the mayhem. The villages invaded are Kurmin Masara, Kibori, and Zamandabo, among others. There is no official reaction yet from the state government. To security now, the threats against the stability of Nigeria are increasing and might be made worse by infiltration of Al-Qaeda into the country. That is according to the intelligence report by the United States Commander of the Special Operations Command in Africa, Major General Dagvin Anderson. He says the insurgents have started penetrating the northwest region and are looking to expand to other parts of West Africa.
We have engaged with Nigeria and continue to engage with them in intel sharing and an understanding of what these violent extremists are doing. And that has been absolutely critical to their engagements up in the Borno state and into an emerging area in northwest Nigeria that we're seeing Al-Qaeda starting to make some inroads in. So this intelligence sharing is absolutely vital, and we stay fully engaged with the government of Nigeria to provide them an understanding of what these terrorists are doing, what Boko Haram is doing, what ISIS West Africa is doing, and how ISIS and Al-Qaeda are looking to expand further south into the littoral areas.
The security alert by the U.S. comes after the federal government denied reports suggesting that repentant Boko Haram terrorists are being recruited into the military. In a statement, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, says no former terrorist has been absorbed into the military. This comes amid an allegation made by Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum that his convoy was attacked by soldiers and not Boko Haram terrorists. And that's it on the news update for this hour. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, so let's start by looking at the Guardian newspaper this morning. Today is Friday, August 7th, 2020. Revenue crisis may push budget deficit above 6 trillion naira. Government defies IMF on new taxes. Projects must generate returns to pay back debts, it says. Operators ask for a review of Fiscal Responsibility Act. Story starting there on the cover and wrapping up on page 6. Now we have a photo story there of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo during a virtual meeting of the Economic Sustainability Plan implementation team at the State House Abuja yesterday. Meanwhile, it also says anarchy looms in Edo, APC PDP in war of words as police occupy assembly complex. Crisis portends grave danger, Atiku warns, and INEC threatens sanctions as CUPP says Nigeria sliding back into 1983. 22 feared killed in fresh Kaduna attack. Banks owe telecoms operators 17 billion in USSD charges. And COVID begins 23 billion naira disbursement. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
Moving on now to The Nation. It's got a very full page this morning of headlines. Let's start with the large one here. House of Assembly crisis throws Edo into turmoil. You can find this inside on page 8. And right at the bottom, 17 lawmakers to take over after sacking Speaker, Deputy. Lawmakers meet with police chief. INEC warns against violence. Heaps of sand dumped to commence renovation of complex. And at the top, Lagos issues strict code of worship, or rather 4 worship centers, as they will be resuming soon. And CACOVID's 23 billion naira food aid for 10 million people. And this one here, court okays building on Saraki's disputed Ilorin land, and Naira Marley arraigned for flouting COVID-19 protocol. We're not done with that one.
That story keeps coming back.
Yes, indeed. So that's it from The Nation newspaper this morning.
Okay, I have the Punch newspaper with me right now. It says hashtag revolution now. Groups, others fume as presidency calls protests child's play, irritation. Buhari protested against Jonathan in 2014, says co-convener. Reaction insensitive, says ex-MBA VP. Regime mismanaging democracy, says ex-CDHR president. And 15 protesters still detained, according to Falano. Moving to the top of the page here, it says international flights to resume in weeks. Federal government says here. More drama in Edo as faction impeaches speaker. APC PDP lay claim to assembly. And I'm moving to the bottom of the page now. It says Naira Marley manager fined 100,000 naira for violating travel ban. 100,000 naira. Okay. NUC invites management, ASU, others over Lautech crisis, and finally governors constitute panel to meet Buhari on worsening insecurity. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch.
Vanguard newspaper for a Friday. If you're interested in the Forex market, then you can find information right at the top there. Turnover in I&E Forex window falls 6% to $973 million in July. And tension as 24 Edo House members fight for control. Police, other security men invade Edo Assembly Complex in the morning. 17 lawmakers impeach. Speaker Deputy Edoro emerges new speaker. He's a joker, Speaker Okiye will resist attempts to take over Assembly, Obaseki says. Moving on now to the fuel situation. Fuel price marketers bemoan confusion, accuse FG of price disparity. And COVID-19, police arraign Naira Marley and manager. COVID flags off 23 billion naira food palliatives for 1.7 million households. And of course, at the top, sad news, 20 killed, houses burned in fresh South Kaduna attacks. That's it from the Vanguard.
I believe we have time for the Nigerian Tribune. It says here, battle for speaker roughens Edo governorship race. Assembly complex roof removed. Sand deposited at entrance gate. Goodness me. 17 pro-Oshomole lawmakers meet at secret location, says Speaker, Deputy removed. Swear in Edoro as Speaker. Meanwhile, 17 lawmakers non-existent, says Okiye. I'm going to move on to this one. Gunmen kill pregnant woman, husband, 2 others in Bayelsa. Sad one there. And don't treat U.S. alert on Al-Qaeda with levity, Middle Belt Forum tells federal government. Buhari should seize opportunity to rejig military, says Adebanjo. Government should ban open grazing, encourage state police, says Chekwas. Armed forces on top of situation, says the DHQ. I'll wrap with this one. COVID-19, federal government in process to reopen international flights, extends phase 2, ease lockdown by 4 weeks. That's what we have on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune.
And that's as much as we can take, so do stay tuned. You can grab the papers, but we'll be back again inside.
Hello and welcome back. It's about time for us to give you a quick look at what the roads are up to. When I say what the roads are up to, sometimes the roads just have a mind of their own. Sometimes the traffic is almost unbearable, and we are doing what we can to make sure that we give you the fastest route to your destination. I'm going to be starting around Ajah area of Lagos State and that infamous Lekki-Ekpe Expressway. Now, that particular road has seen a lot of renovation over the past year or so, and it does seem to have helped the traffic situation a little bit. That's not to say that the density of people moving there is more and more every single month. But if you get to Ajah bus stop in good time this morning and you're deciding to go all the way to Victoria Island, and you decide to take the main road, I'm talking about the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway, you'll have a 28-minute journey ahead of you. It'll be less than 30 minutes before you get from Ajah to Victoria Island. Now, that sounds like a miracle, because there was a time that the traffic on that road was longer than the Third Mainland Bridge, which is saying something. The main trouble spots, as usual, are the main Ajah junction. That's the Badore Road junction. Then, of course, when you get to the Chevron junction as well, it's no longer a roundabout, it's now a junction. When you get to the Chevron junction, you'll slow down just a little bit at the traffic light, and then you'll have plain sailing all the way past Jakonde bus stop, Circle Mall. You'll have plain sailing all the way across Freedom Way. You don't need to take an alternative route. And if you do decide to take one, you'll be giving yourself some extra time on the roads. So according to what I have here, the alternative routes are going to take you 40 minutes. It's going to make you stay on the road longer. So avoid the alternative routes. Just use the toll gate. Expect to slow down around the Lekki toll gate as traffic slows down, as usual, right there at the tolls. And along Ozumba Mbadi Way, it's plain sailing until you get to Falomo Junction. Now, Falomo Junction looks a little bit tight. Not sure why. Hopefully, it's not an accident. But still, Bonny Camp bus stop, if that's your destination, 28 minutes should get you there all the way from Ajah. Wondering if there are any tweets or anything online that we should be aware about?
Well, let me let you know about this one. A little bit of focus on the Amuodofi area. Not everybody seems to be smiling on this Friday because they are going through some mile 2 or relay traffic as they try to head into the island, which is kind of like a regular thing these days, especially with the trucks. And I think they've been given a directive to clear the road, so they're now inside of the service lanes. That makes it difficult for people trying to come out of these little towns and all. But a tweet here from a couple of hours ago from this very interesting person, Sisi Pelebe, says, Lagos is not for living. Well, I'm done. I don't know how we do it, but the city is not it at all. I spent 2 hours driving from Osborne to Osborne. My legs hurt. Must be driving a manual, but we understand. But try and prep for the traffic as you're heading out, especially if you drive a manual like I do. Great cars, by the way, but not for Lagos.
Okay, so I have...
if you're not driving a manual, you're not yet driving.
Yeah, whatever, you guys
that means what
please
are you doing?
Calm down. Okay, so this came in at 6:13 a.m. this morning. Dokpemu inward cement is okay, but approaching cement bus stop is a moving traffic. Cement inward Ilezik is good, and Ilezik towards Ajayi Farm is good to go. And then he says, National is heavy due to early morning rush, and National inward Bolade is good as well. There's no record of any impediments towards that area this morning.
Okay,
so, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
And
do you need
those
more? Of us, thank you so much. For those of us that are heading from the mainland to the island, just talking about the road from Bega, which is where everyone comes into Lagos from mostly. If you're heading towards Third Mainland Bridge, there's a little bit of a delay, not sure why, between the Ojota exit and right across Chinatown until you get to Hayden gas station around the Ogudu turnoff there. It'll slow you down just a little bit, but it's going to take you about 32 minutes if you leave right now to head to Victoria Island across the Third Mainland Bridge. It looks quite free, so yeah, you might want to make a move now. It does, however, slow down a little bit after the Ebutemeta bypass as well. So, but all in all, 32 minutes, you should be at your destination. All right, I'm going to head into the kitchen and find out what's up and about.
Okay, thank you very much, Titi. So I saw that tweet this morning.
Which one was it?
Okay, it's basically not as, it may not be as exciting. Anyways, it just got my attention. Okay, so 5 million naira or a meeting with Dangote.
Or what?
Or a meeting with Dangote. And then it was actually someone's response and a few comments that was quite interesting. So this person responded with 500,000 first for Canadian PRO applications, 3.5 million for proof of funds, and then 1 million for flight tickets and miscellaneous. Then
and we're only just getting started.
I don't know what Afo Sagbo is. Okay, I guess he's speaking Igbo there. But basically, he's just saying that he prefers the 500,000 to just get him, sorry, the 5 million to just get him out of the country. That the meeting with Dangote can go.
Mike, what would you rather have, Mike?
If it's Dangote, I'll take the 5 million.
Wow.
What if you meet Dangote and then he gives you a job that earns you more than that
if
a year?
No, if it's Dangote, if it's Dangote. There are some people, even if it's 10 million, you know that. Even if it's 50 million, you know that. But Dangote,
5 million straight.
Dangote, that one, take the 5 million. Okay. I'll tell you for free. But there's a big sarcasm, but if it's Dangote, take the 5 million.
Okay. Now what will you do with the 5 million?
It's a seed now.
He's been sown into
where are you sowing the seeds to?
You can sow it in somewhere in a business. You can sow it in in your at your place of work? Because so what I'm saying is that the 5 million is different places. You can get shares.
It's not what it used to be.
That's why it's
you
a
have
seed.
to realize that. Okay, it's just a seed.
That's why it's a seed. I said it's a seed. You can just do something. You can plant it into somewhere.
Hey, did you guys see the video that was making rounds yesterday of the blue-eyed lady from Ilorin and her daughters?
Yeah, I saw that, and because of that, her husband left her.
Yeah, exactly. That's so sad.
Because they think she's a witch. Or they think she and her daughter are witches.
So I saw that video, and I thought she was so beautiful. She is so beautiful.
She is.
Like, and then her children also have the same color eyes. Such beautiful eyes. I'm like, imagine doing a photo shoot with her. Like, that would be so. I
mean, people spend a lot of money to have those kind of eyes. Like I know how frustrating it is sometimes when I have to wear my lenses because I want to look, I want to maybe have brown eyes today, or hazel, or green, or even black.
Ew, that's so surgical.
So you see,
Anyama.
I
can't do it.
We do it.
So
women will do anything, and she has a natural. You know, there was a time I
eyes.
used to wear lenses a lot, colored ones, and people actually thought they were my real eyes. Why? Because my dad actually had green eyes. Yes. Wow. He was very light skinned, so he had like green eyes. So, I mean, those were like one of his best features.
But you know how that happens? They actually say you can trace some of these genetically to a foreign descendant, but not all true. There's something called ocular albinism. So if it jumps a couple of generations, in fact, sometimes it can jump an entire, 10,
span
15,
across.
Yeah, exactly.
Aeons.
And then it occurs. But in her case, it happened to her and then her kids. That's just beautiful.
Look at those beautiful eyes, though.
I mean, look at these kids. Oh, wow. And they're blue. It's the contrast between their skin and their eye. And look at her herself.
Yes, girl is so adorable.
But she must have been through quite a lot, you know.
The story, with her husband.
She mentioned that her parents went to her school, that the school were asking the parents to verify whether they were truly her parents. Imagine being a parent to a child like that, and you're like,
it's basically superstition. The kind of place we are. I mean, if you if you see something that's abnormal, we tend to want to. They say people fear what they can't understand, and they look at it. It's not in VI. If it was in VI now, you saw VGC and you saw blue eyes, like woo. But that's one. Where's village?
Say where?
Village somewhere. Village somewhere. So this is wish. So yeah, it's superstition and of course ignorance. Basically, which is where superstition is born from.
Initially thought she had eye challenges as a child. They were trying to go and test her eyes, and then the doctors and the nurses in the hospital were like fawning over her, like they loved the way her eyes, that her eyes were beautiful. But then the people in their community kept telling the parents to keep taking her back to the hospital. You know, so it's really.
I think she's set to be a star after now. I mean, if somebody could just. I mean, first off, she's already out there in the open right now. I think this is positive for her.
Okay, so talking about positive, I actually want to use the case of Jumoke, the Bread Cellar, as an example. But because we've seen a lot of people, see, it's more like I was telling my husband this morning that if you see all these these goods being sold, that they're like diamonds in the rough. There's so many, things there that are like mind-blowing that you'd see and you really love and appreciate. So they're like, same with these people, they're like diamonds in the rough, and then eventually people use them to gain some some kind of status.
I get it. I get it.
And then they become like influencers for like a while. And then afterwards, you begin to wonder, where is this person after like 2 years?
But why are you looking for the person after 2 years?
Exactly. Why?
Because we want to know.
Why do you want to know?
Why do you want to know?
Go and look for the person you know. 2 years. 2 years not long enough. What do you want to know about Jumoke?
Where MM is coming from.
Thank you,
most of these stories actually go on to a negative path. Sometimes there's a story of, I don't know if her name is, I can't remember if her name is Blessing, the little girl in Warri who couldn't get her school fees paid. Now recently she came out with a video. It was a childish video. It is a child, and she said, they don't pay me, all these people that owe your money.
Wow.
And it was just that little, what's it called, that needed to become a big issue.
I know a popular entrepreneur that basically used that story to trend.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She
so
jumped on it.
People
and
usurp
they're like,
these things as well.
She took a video.
but
I'm going to worry 200K. Yeah.
Okay, but there were some,
But-
some promises were kept.
Yes,
yeah,
some
And
would
so,
have
in
a
the
lot
case
of
of
them, not
success,
just
a lot,
some.
yes, because the state government also came in, she was
Yeah.
moved to a better school and all of that.
Yes.
You see, the expectation that you want them to, what do you want from them? They are normal
Exactly.
people. People use them for clout. You know, enjoy the same thing. What's her name? Jaruma or something. I wanted to give 50 million. Someone stacked up 50 million. It's those kind of people that should be flogging. But, you know,
So my challenge is, how can we actually prove that it was audio money? How can we not? How can we
There were
prove
receipts that were sent in
Yeah.
by some of the, what's his name, Mr. Jellof, for instance. He sent in his receipt saying, hey, I sent so and so amount of money.
Yeah.
So you can't say
It's audio money.
It was audio money. But honestly, I believe that it was a child speaking, so let's not take it too seriously.
Seriously,
Come
it's a
on,
child.
guys. Come on.
like, after 4 years, what do you want to do? After 2 years.
We are monitoring your growth. We
Wow.
want to know how-
Monitor. Monetary spirits. Thank you. Bye-bye.
But hey, whether we like it or not, that's what we are really known for and good at
But
in this
all
part
in
of
all,
the world.
She's beautiful. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
We're going to be taking a quick break. After this, we'll be back with more on Wake Up Nigeria. Whenever you tune in to Wake Up Nigeria, one thing is guaranteed, and that's that we're going to give you an early morning experience like no other in astronomical capacity.
Yes, indeed. We like to bring you copious amounts of fun every single day of the week. But today, being a Friday, we raise the bar even higher to give you a head start to your TGIF, which is later this evening, if you know where to go. So you're likely to get a double dose now and then. And invite us, please. Oh, well, maybe not, because we're still social distancing for now.
Yeah, we are actually, but usually too much of anything is usually bad. But we remain the kind of thing that's, you know, kind of addiction that is a good addiction.
We are.
We are
Your good
addicted
addiction.
to Wake Up Nigeria.
Okay, so welcome into the second hour of the Numero Uno Breakfast Show. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Let's get the experience started. My name is Titilayo Onyison.
And of course, my name is Mazino Appeal. We are streaming live at TVC, or rather tvcontinental.tv, and on Facebook at TVC Connect. So send in your comments on social media with the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah, you can also download our mobile app from any Android or iOS store. Make sure you download it to watch us on your mobile devices from anywhere in the world.
And of course, to watch us all of our exciting episodes on YouTube, please go on there, subscribe to our YouTube channel, TVC Entertainment.
Yes, so
That's simple.
click that bell, get notifications about all our new videos. And of course, being a Friday, we have someone special joining us on Wake Up Nigeria Extra.
Okay.
That's by 2:30 p.m. on Instagram Live.
And the UEFA Champions League is back. Live football, yay!
As they're holding yourself. So normally I would want to have one or two words. Mazino was give, but if Titi should start here, so that's why.
Let's reserve Titi for a minute because we have a thing going
I am
here.
still feeling the heat
Of-
from that trailer.
From a trailer, yeah.
Oh my world.
But I
am so, I mean, I'm speechless, first of all.
Let me help you. Let me help you
I
fill in
mean,
there.
this is Tariq. I didn't see this coming.
The sun.
I know that he had potentials to be like a futuristic ghost. I
yeah.
didn't just think that the guy, I mean, I am so pumped up.
So,
I can't
Emma,
even wait
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand what all this hype is about when it
because
comes to
you've
power.
never
When it comes
watched
to power,
it.
you don't.
I tried the
watched
first
it.
season. I didn't like
didn't
it.
like
I'm
it,
an
yeah.
Empire guy.
So Empire,
So it's always been
So you can relate more with Empire.
So it's always been a power versus empire kind of
Yeah.
thing. It has online. It's been like that for a long time. Now Empire had to abruptly end the season
Because if you know who.
Yes, you know who.
think
had
it
it.
was
no,
him.
no, it was
I actually think it was.
No, it wasn't
was.
abrupt.
I don't think it was-
So
I don't
actually,
think it
after him, they
was.
did one more. They continued without
But
him.
it wasn't the same.
It
Well,
was,
yes, it
yeah.
wasn't the same. But
That's
even
the point.
before he went out, you see, there's something about sustaining something for a very long time.
Yeah.
You understand? After the fourth season, by the time we got to the fourth season, we started seeing the storylines that were,
Improbable.
hackneyed.
Yeah.
They were coming back. We're seeing things of, I mean, how do you see Lucius walking into Cookie with a guy, or Cookie walking into Lucius with another girl in season 5? Many we've seen this since season 1 and season 2.
I'm saying that I don't
giving us this kind of
that,
hackneyed stuff.
This guy's
banal.
Jamal's character could have been a do-without if that story continued. Yes, because you know the strongest people, the strongest characters in Empire is Cookie and Lucius. Both of them can just act that movie out and you know what, I'll be fine.
Tell you guys what I'm going to do this weekend. Since I intend to do absolutely nothing because I'm knackered from this week, I will try and see at least the first season for Empire of Power and see what all this hype is about.
You know you're not the only one who could likely be knackered.
Wow.
No, this is different from me, from you.
At this point, this conversation is going to get too long if we don't hurry and take the news at this point. Residents in parts of Zamfara are already feeling the impact of heavy rains. Houses in Hayin Buba community of Gusau emerged by flooding due to a heavy downpour Thursday night. Hayin Buba is located within the heart of Gusau. Residents they have had to deal with for over 15 years. The people of southern Kaduna are not a happy people at the moment. This is because they're still mourning the death of no fewer than 20 persons who were killed in villages around Zangon, Kataf local government area of Kaduna State. This is happening at a time the local government and 3 others in the Southern Senatorial District of Kaduna State are under a 24-hour curfew. Locals there say the invaders visited on Wednesday night through Thursday morning to cause the mayhem. The villages invaded are Kurmin Masara, Kibori, Zamandabo, among others. There is no official reaction yet from the state government. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the extension of the second phase of the eased lockdown for another 4 weeks. This means that the 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. curfew remains in place. Secretary to the Government of the Federation and Chairman of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Boss Mustafa, disclosed this during the briefing in Abuja on Thursday. He said this was needed in view of the grave level at which the virus is spreading. The task force also noted that there were still disturbing levels of non-compliance and lack of enforcement to established safety protocols, as well as doubt towards the virus by many Nigerians.
The Presidential Task Force reached the conclusion that for Nigeria, it is important to ensure that restrictions are not completely relaxed in order to control and abate further community transmission. It is also important that at this community transmission phase of the pandemic, subnational governments set up to take more responsibilities by owning the response and the process. To sustain gains already made, therefore, the Presidential Task Force recommended to the President the further retention of the current phase of the response with minor changes or adjustments to address economic, socio-political, and health concerns.
Further to this, and effective from early morning hours of today, the measures put in place for the current phase 2 of the eased lockdown shall be maintained while addressing some specific aspects. These include maintaining the current nationwide curfew from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., maintaining the restrictions on mass gatherings with specific emphasis on protecting vulnerable populations. We continue to urge persons above the age of 60, those that have underlying medical illnesses such as diabetes and cardiovascular disease, and those that have immunosuppression to please stay at home and limit their interaction with the general public.
And to security now, the threats against the stability of Nigeria are increasing and might be made worse by the infiltration of Al-Qaeda into the country. That's according to an intelligence report by the United States Commander of the Special Operations Command in Africa, Major General Dagvin Anderson. He says insurgents have started penetrating the northwest region and are looking to expand to other parts of West Africa. The security alert by the U.S. comes after the federal government denied reports suggesting that repentant Boko Haram terrorists are being recruited into the military. In a statement, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, says no former terrorist has been absorbed into the military. This comes amid an allegation made by the Borno State Governor, Babagana Zulum, that his convoy was attacked by soldiers and not Boko Haram terrorists. Protesters clashed with Lebanese security forces at an anti-government demonstration in Beirut on Thursday. Officers people near the country. Protesters are angry over Tuesday's devastating explosion, which officials say was caused by tons of ammonium nitrate stored unsafely in a warehouse since 2013. Many in Lebanon say government negligence led to the explosion, which killed at least 157 people and injured about 5,000 others, with many still unaccounted for. The state news agency says 16 people have been taken into custody as part of an investigation announced by the government this week. Since the disaster, 2 officials have resigned, saying the disaster showed the need for a change in leadership. And that's it for the news updates for this hour. I'll be taking a quick break. And
welcome back. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria. Yes, yes, yes. So we do not only work hard on the show, we also cook right. And I know that yesterday there was no cooking on the show, but we are serving you more than just cooking here on the show today with Chef Tito.
Hi, good morning.
I don't understand. Aren't you excited to be here? Look at me hyping it. Good morning. Girl, you're about to whip up a storm here. You need to be excited. You need to be over the roof right now. Just kidding, guys. It's good to have you on the show. Welcome. All right, so this morning, Chef Tito has brought a bit, not just even a bit, so much of herself on the show. And this morning, she's going to be making
Chef Tito's honey sandwich.
Okay, just in case you didn't hear her, because she's trying to be what, a gentle lady, we are making Chef Tito's honey sandwich. And wow, this is nothing like I have seen before talking about sandwiches. I mean, we're talking, are those pickles?
Olives.
Olives, okay. So tell us ingredients we're working with.
So we're using white bread, some cucumbers, some cabbage, yellow bell pepper, spinach, black pepper, and honey, and some steak bits.
And of course our olives.
Yes, please.
Yes, so I don't know, I'm like, what is the role of the olives in the sandwich? And of course you're going to be using a sandwich maker, right?
Yeah, a grill.
Yes, so it's not long enough, that's why we can't display it here for you to see, but we are definitely going to be making use of our toast maker. So how do we put all of this together?
So first we're going to saute the vegetables.
Okay, like saute, like fry?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Heat them up on the pan, and then we would dress our bread with the honey.
Okay.
Yes, so more of the honey.
Okay.
Honey is the most crucial flavor
in the
sandwich.
In the sandwich. Oh, nice. Okay. So I'm guessing that this is just like your personal, experiment with
yes,
food.
Yes. Like it's just something I came up with like sometime last week. I was just whipping up something. I'm like, okay.
All right.
Let me try this honey flavor.
So what I'm thinking, this is basically what you could just, find in the fridge. Let's say one of those times where you're hungry and you're really not in the mood to cook. And you're like, what do I have in this fridge? And you just open it up. Oh, there are olives. Okay, let's take up some olives. Oh, green pepper. Let's take those out. Okay, yeah, cucumber. Looks nice. Let's take those out as well. And then spinach. Spinach, though, I know it's not like easy to find, but I'm sure lettuce could replace that.
Yeah,
right?
lettuce could actually.
All right, so let's get cooking, because it's about to get really lit in the studio here. Trust me. Like, what? And we're having steak. We really don't usually have steak on the show. We're having steak today. Wow.
Steak bits, actually.
And regardless, steak is steak, even if they're, like in little pieces.
Yeah.
We love them like that. Okay. So are we also frying up our cabbage?
Yes, please. So all the vegetables will be sauteed in butter.
Including the
peppers?
cucumber?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. So you need me to get your pan?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm gonna do that for you. All right. So is this okay? Is this great?
Perfect.
Oh, great. Okay. So I'm gonna put on the cooker. If you're just joining us, people, this morning we have Chef Tito with us, and she'll be making Chef Tito
Honey
sandwich. I can't get used to the honey though. Like, so we are about to heat up our cooker. Okay. And get sauteing. I really hope this is okay. So that's going to come on in a bit, and we're going to start frying that up. So you mentioned earlier on that we're going to use butter to saute our vegetables.
Yes, please.
Okay. And you could use margarine, right?
Yes, you could use margarine. You could even use olive oil too. Yeah.
So now I'm thinking, yeah, how do we go low budget with this recipe this morning?
Really easy. I mean, cabbage isn't expensive.
Yeah.
So you could easily get your cabbage. Cucumbers are not expensive either, so yeah, you could get that too. Bell peppers are quite pricey.
Yeah.
So you could take that out if you do not want to.
And could you replace with tomatoes?
Yes, you can actually add tomatoes to it too. So that works really fine.
Okay.
And black pepper, it's easy to get black pepper, so yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
I'm not saying you can use atarudu, but no, you can't use atarudu. I'm just kidding. Okay. And then you can replace your spinach with lettuce. I mean, lettuce are very, very cheap.
Very easy to find
very
too.
easy to find. I mean, your next door Malam has lettuce, and I mean, all of these vegetables, you can find them next door, except for olives though. But not everybody likes olives.
If you don't like olives, it's fine.
Because I am not an olive person.
Yeah, it's fine if you don't like olives. So for me, I only add the olives when I want to saute the vegetables because of the flavor it would add to it.
Okay.
So it doesn't necessarily need to be in the sandwich.
Okay.
So you could take it out when you need to dress the sandwich, so you could take the olives out.
All right, great stuff. Okay, so and then when all of this is done, we put it in the toaster and then make it into like a...
Yes, a stack of sandwich.
Oh, like a stack. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So you just stack them up.
Okay, nice. Very, very nice. I'm so excited about this breakfast this morning. You can basically have it with anything. Coffee, tea, oats.
Yogurt and all of that.
Oats, custard, ogi baba, if you like.
And you could put it in your fridge too.
Yeah, and you could actually make this with agege bread. I mean, you don't have to, you know, use sliced bread. I mean, make it local. Let's take it there. All right, guys, there's still so much more on the show. The EPL is coming up next, people. Stay with us. Oh, yes, welcome to the kitchen. Chef Tito is here with me, and this morning we are making her special Chef Tito honey glazed. I'm going to add the glazed.
Yeah, you should.
Sandwich, yes. And talking about the ingredients, it's so many ingredients. Not so many, but yeah. We just like to create that, you know. Let's talk about the ingredients quickly. Or you're too busy with this. You want me to help you out with it?
No, we have spinach, cabbage, black pepper, some butter, olives, olives, some cucumbers, and what else did you say the other day?
Butter.
Butter.
Yeah. So our butter is the glaze here. So basically it's just going to add a bit of luster to the salad, right?
Yes. Yeah. So we're going to use the butter. We're using the butter to saute the vegetables now.
Can you use vegetable oil?
Yes, please.
Okay.
But I would advise you go with olive oil.
Olive oil?
Yes. Please.
Okay, because this is more like a... Why olive oil though? Just wondering.
I mean, olive oil is lighter. It's not as heavy as your regular vegetable oil.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't give that taste. You know, the vegetable oil actually has some sort of taste, but the olive oil doesn't. Yeah, it gives it a different flavor.
Okay. So olive oil, if you're looking for flavor, more flavor, but we're using butter. We can use margarine too.
Yes, so you can use margarine too.
Okay. So in there we have our spinach, cucumbers, cabbage, and shredded steak.
Yes.
Yes.
And
olives.
black pepper.
Sorry?
Did you add black pepper?
I'm just coming to that, olives and black pepper. So we have all of that in there. And how long are we going to leave that for?
5 minutes is good.
Okay.
You can make it less than 5 minutes, but I'm going to leave it for 5 minutes because the cucumbers have water in it, so I need water to dry up.
Oh, okay, it's going to dry up. And we have to be able to make that balance so that our vegetables do not wilt as well.
Yes, but then
from the
this pan won't let it.
Oh, it won't?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. We invest in really good pans.
Yeah, you should.
As well. So when all of that is ready, you can use suya. Shred
yes, true,
those,
you can actually
you like
use
the suya,
too.
like, you know, after you...
And you can use chicken also.
You can use chicken as well. You can use fish if you like, maybe sardine.
Yeah. No, I won't recommend sardines. Well, if you like sardines, but
sardines.
then it's going to change the taste too. So.
Okay. So we like it, you know, we're keeping it fresh and
healthy
too. Nice. All right. So what are we using for our bread? I mean, our spread.
We're going to use honey as a spread.
Okay.
And then we'll layer the vegetables on the bread. Okay. And then top it up with some honey. Put the bread again and some honey. So it's literally just honey.
So it's basically like a double-decker or more like a triple-decker kind of sandwich.
So when we're done, we'll stack them up. So it could be triple-decker.
Oh, triple-decker.
Or we'll make them in twos.
Oh, okay.
Yes, please.
All right. Great stuff happening here in the kitchen. And some more amazing stuff about to happen on the show. I'm super excited about today's breakfast because it's pretty light. As we have been somewhat watching our weights in my mind. All right, so it's time for some entertainment news roundup, and Mike and Mazino are going to be doing justice to that in a bit. Guys, take it away.
Okay, so let's look across what happened across the whole week in the world of entertainment.
Yes, indeed.
So it's more or less like a roundup from Monday up until this point. Jay-Z is in the news and he is set to launch Roc Nation School of Music, Sports and Entertainment in his hometown and offer scholarships to native students. Now, rapper and entrepreneur Jay-Z is set to launch his School of Music, and his company Roc Nation has announced a new partnership with Long Island University in Jay-Z's hometown, Brooklyn. Of course, the classes will begin next year, 2021. And the students, of course, will experience hands-on learning, while scholarships will be given, of course, to the most, to those based on merit, the Roc Nation announced. So, what do you think? Giving back to his community.
Well, hey,
Jay-Z has always been that kind of a person.
If anybody was going to do it, it was going to be Jay-Z. Absolutely. I think it's about time. It's not like he hasn't been doing that from before. He actually has been very active in his community. But this one's very big because he's going all in, you could say. And for anybody who is a recipient of this thing they say scholarship, good on them. Aren't you going to put in your own submit your own.
You know, and the thing about him is that he has diversified into a lot. He's into sports. He has signed up some sports stars, football, basketball, and all of that. The empire is growing.
Yeah, true, it is.
This guy is a businessman, and you know, he has gone past all of it. When last did he release a song?
I don't know if we even remember him for actually being a rapper anymore. I can't think of. Honestly, I can't think of a Jay-Z track right now.
I don't know. Nothing comes to mind.
Nothing comes to mind right now.
Of something. Okay, maybe the collabo of Black is King. The collabo with Beyonce.
Yeah.
That's the last
that was actually trending a couple of days ago.
Well, you know, Black is King. One day we should sit down and discuss, because Black is King, the discussions concerning Black is King, those who don't like it, those who think that it is cultural misappropriation.
What are they saying, the people who don't like it? What? Are they saying that she's usurping the current situation?
There's a whole lot of misappropriation. There's a whole lot of Church of Satan in it. There's a whole lot of cultural bias. There's a whole lot of this is not Africa. There's a whole lot of Black is not King. Jesus
I want
to
wait to see it before I'm
There's quite a lot. There's quite a lot. But later, some other time, we'll talk about that one.
All right. So Netflix star Daisy Coleman has died at the age of 23, sadly, after 8 years of mental suffering from a rape incident. Before her death, she was known for starring in the Netflix 2016 documentary Audrey and Daisy, and showed Daisy and her family as they dealt with the horrific ordeal of her rape. The film also documented the sexual assault case of another sexual assault victim, Audrey Pott, in 2012. Coincidentally, Audrey tragically died by suicide 10 days after her ordeal. Daisy's mother, Melinda, has now confirmed the sad news in an interview with TMZ. this year and last year have been the vocal expressions when it comes to the fight against rape has been very, very big. Speak less of here in Nigeria. Sad one here that we...
Very sad one, very sad one. So much has been said about it, and of course we say there has to be content. You know, you cannot... silence is not consent.
No.
Silence is not consent. So, you know, whatever we would do, we'll try to fight against it as much as possible. It has affected a lot of people. You probably know one or two people that this has affected.
Yeah,
Probably
absolutely. Everybody knows somebody.
Everybody knows someone. Quite sad there. But then let's pray for the repose of her soul and condolences to the family and friends. Of course, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh God, he's in the news.
Tekashi 6ix9ine, interesting guy, I must say. Interesting.
Colorful guy.
He's the most. He's the most. I don't know. He's maybe
I
like
don't
the
understand his
richest
music. I don't understand his music.
Like, man,
I don't know why he's popular. I don't know what's going on.
In fact, so he goes up with this, He just sometimes he's making us just jumping.
I think it's no longer about the music as well for him. It's now about the buzz that he gets from off of all of this, you know.
Exactly. Now he's reportedly off house arrest. American rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine. Seems to be a free man after 2 years in detention, and also his recent house arrest. Of course, according to the rapper's lawyer, Lance Lazaro, in a statement he wrote, and I quote, Tekashi's federal probation officer is currently at the rapper's home and is removing his ankle monitor. After it's removed, Tekashi will be given a schedule for the dates and times he's required to check in with his probation officer going forward. He'll still be under supervised release for the next 5 years, end quote. Of course, we saw him in a mall, so the anklets or whatever ankle brace has been removed, and he's able to move around, but he can't travel without permission and all of that.
Hey, none of us can travel, so hey, that's some punishment that is.
So yeah, but you know, but the good thing about his latest release, one with Nicki Minaj, of course, charted at #1 on Billboard.
I didn't hear that one, but I saw that he was trying to do one with Akon, and Akon came under some fire for that one.
In fact, so one of the big news about the one with Nicki Minaj was that she was pregnant when she shot the video, and they're like, oh, Tekashi's not so much of a snitch. He didn't tell on Nicki Minaj being pregnant and all that.
True.
But you see, I don't know, man. Are we glorified? Well, we've always been glorified a lot of wrong things. When I'm talking about society in general. So I don't know, Tekashi. All the best for him.
All the best for him. Not a fan, but
yeah, not really a fan.
You do your thing.
He gave reasons why he snitched. He was like, look, this guy's threatened my life. He threatened my family and all of that. So
basically, it was all survival. He just had to.
Yeah, he said so. He said so.
Moving on now, Dr. Dre's wife, Nicole Young, slams his prenup claims. The divorce between American producer and rapper Dr. Dre and his estranged wife, Nicole Young, is off to a messy start as she has contested the prenuptial agreements they signed before they got married. According to the court proceedings, Nicole Young stated, I was extremely reluctant, she said, resistant and also afraid to sign the agreement and felt backed into it or into a corner. Given the extraordinary pressure and intimidation by Andre, I was left with no option but to hire a lawyer, of course, with the help of Andre's team of professionals, and unwillingly signed the agreement. Prenups are a big deal now.
They are. I don't know if she has a case.
Are you married yet?
I don't know if she has a case. I might be. I don't know. I don't know.
What would you do with prenup?
So possibly, see, you want to protect yourself. I mean, look at Jeff Bezos.
He's so un-African.
Jeff Bezos was like, what now?
The richest man, and then he came that way.
But he went back up. Now he's about 180 something. She is now 37. She's 37 billion. He
made her practically.
But the thing is that there's something he said 25 years ago they started together.
Yeah.
He said he wouldn't have gotten to where he was
without her.
True. So you see, the thing about this kind of thing is that I don't know if she has a case by saying that she signed under duress after such a long time, after how many decades. I don't know if she has a case. If that is the case, maybe they can bring that up.
Perhaps.
But if it's an agreement that is there, they'll have to go by the prenup.
Well, if it's signed,
they'll have to go by the prenup.
If
it's signed, exactly. Yeah. The only case she might have is if she says, I did it under duress.
If she can prove it.
If she can prove it, exactly. If she can prove that she signed that prenup under duress. Moving on from that, of course, dance legend Kafi plans to launch health insurance for Nigerian dancers. Of course, this she made known via her Instagram and, of course, social media pages. She's doing that through her Creative Arts Foundation for Youths. Now she's working together with stakeholders to bring health insurance to Nigerian dancers following the spate of health challenges leading to the loss of lives among them. So this is quite cool. Health insurance, can't overstate that, man.
I'm happy that communities are beginning to stand together and then pursue definitive causes, for instance, health in this case. This is fantastic. Who would have thought?
It is.
Kudos. You go, Kafi.
Yeah,
great.
More grease to your elbows and
grease to your ankles, because that's where you do most of the dancing.
Exactly. Let's hope that more people support you and you get all that you need. That's all you can take.
Yes,
on the
indeed.
roundup of entertainment news. We'll take this time out now. And of course, the third lap of the show comes up right after this.
Yes.
Hopefully you're having a great time on today's show. And if you think that's all we have in store for you, then you got to get your mind out of that box.
It's 45 minutes to go, and we can assure you rather, that you'll be having a blast. So many great things to come. There's the game that's gonna, you know, I hope you win, but then again, I hope you, am I playing?
I don't know yet. Don't
worry, it's all for your pleasure, and trust that we are gonna deliver as you wish.
My name is Tito Oyinson, and that's Mazino Pio. We are streaming this show online, tvcentertainment.tv, and of course on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Also, join us on our social media pages and send in your comments. We would love to see them. We'd like to hear from you guys. Kindly use the hashtag, however, #WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
And of course, to watch all our exciting episodes from YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube channel on TVC Entertainment. We've actually had some videos trending on YouTube as well.
Yeah, couldn't have trended without you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we have someone very special joining us today on a Friday on Wake Up Nigeria, extra by 2:30. So you want to make sure you are on our IG Live by then.
Yeah.
And we've got the UEFA games coming up. I think we've already done that with Mike. Thank you. So this weekend, watch out for all of that. The excitement is in the air. Everybody's like happy for live football.
Yes, finally, everything's all back to normal. But there is something else. It's game day! We have a sweet game that's going to be coming up in the garden very, very soon. We're going to be joined virtually by one of the hottest artists on the block right now.
Love this voice.
We're going to hear from him.
You know, these days,
the themes of the music, though.
Lyrical content. They said lyrical content doesn't really matter these days, you know.
Join us, let's ask him these questions, please.
No, don't worry.
I think that ship has sailed.
As in, like,
lyrical content.
I'm telling you.
So, yeah,
like
people want... But see, let's be really serious. Friday night. You are knackered, you're tired from the whole week.
Yeah.
See, you don't want to listen to conscious music.
I want to...
You don't want to stress your brain.
Like, it's conscious music anymore, however.
You understand? So you
it's not even conscious anymore.
Some
I can't think of
people
real
find
conscious music.
peace in conscious music. Some
I
people
love it, by the way.
They find it relaxes them.
Like,
some people want to hear the scatterbrained music of a scatterbrained artist, but some people just want to chill.
Like,
yes.
I mean, I would listen to a Johnny Drill. Those are the kind of artists I want to listen to, especially in the mornings. You know.
Yeah, so different days, different moods for different types of music and all of that. Yeah. Like I said, Friday night you're tired, you just want to listen, take a drink with the guys and all of that. You don't want to hear emancipate yourself from mental slavery.
Wow.
Well, let's talk about the integration of old and new now, because I saw the video for Okpo, I think that's the way it's pronounced. Two-Face and Wizkid.
I've not seen that video.
So it just came out like a day or two ago. Okay. So there's that integration, new and old, and I actually enjoyed it. Once a Two-Face fan, everly a Two-Face fan.
Yeah.
To now bring the new generation and pull them in, I kind of enjoyed that. I'm hoping it rubs off on that new generation.
Can I have a dance? Rosie?
Oh,
you're old.
But I loved what Johnny Drill did with the Two-Face song.
Oh yeah,
that was a beautiful,
Johnny Drill
beautiful
cover.
Johnny's Room.
Johnny's
Room. A cover. Yes,
it was a cover, right?
Yes,
beautiful.
And he covered that song in a very modern, realistic way,
contemporary.
As in, it was just so.
So
sweet.
Just just so you know, these are old men and women. 20 years from now,
old, I'm still 25.
Yeah, you've been 25 for 16 years now.
Have you met me, Mike?
Are you?
I am 18.
You're 18? I thought you were 13. And you got to. I'm going to add 5 years from. It's supposed to be 13.
I know, right? But I'm 18.
I still mentioned 20 years from now, guys will be like, oh God, when they used to sing music, Tesumole. I don't know what these young people are singing these days.
Oh my word.
Those days of Tesumole.
Tesumole, really?
You say it's Tesu.
The way he understands it.
So that's what happened. So the same way we are, it's for us, nostalgia.
Yeah,
Same way it would be for the kids.
Unfortunately for them, actually.
Fortunately for them.
Got to leave with a bit of sarcasm.
Let me take the news update at this point. And it says here, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, has reported 354 new cases of the coronavirus overnight, taking the country's total number of cases to 45,244. Of the new cases, the Federal Capital Territory recorded the highest figure with 78 new cases, followed by Lagos with 76 new cases. Other states with high numbers include Kaduna with 23, Ebonyi with 19, new cases, and Oyo with 18 new infections. So far, 430 people have been discharged, while 930 people have died from COVID-19 related complications. Residents in parts of Zamfara are already feeling the impact of heavy rains. Houses in Hayin Buba community of Gusau, the state capital, were submerged by flooding. Due to a heavy downpour Thursday night, Hayin Buba is located within the heart of Gusau. Residents say flooding is a situation they've had to deal with for over 15 years. The people of southern Kaduna are not a happy people at the moment. This is because they are still mourning the death of no fewer than 20 persons who were killed in villages around Zangon Kataf local government area of Kaduna State. This is happening at a time the local government and 3 others in the southern senatorial district of Kaduna State are under a 24-hour curfew. Lockdown, or rather locals, they say the invaders visited on Wednesday night through Thursday morning to cause the mayhem. The villages invaded are Kurmin Masara, Kibori, Zamandabo, among others. There is no official reaction yet from the state government. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the extension of the second phase of the eased lockdown for another 4 weeks. This means that the 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. curfew remains in place. Secretary to the Government of the Federation and Chairman of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Boss Mustafa, disclosed this during the briefing in Abuja on Thursday. He said this was needed in view of the grave level at which the coronavirus is spreading. The task force also noted that there were still disturbing levels of non-compliance and lack of enforcement to established safety protocols, as well as doubt towards the virus by many Nigerians. And that's all we have time for on the news today for Wake Up Nigeria. Yeah.
Alrighty, welcome back. Good morning to you, Wake Up Nigeria. We are joined virtually by one of the hottest talents in the game right now.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Let's welcome into the studio our guest for this morning.
Yeah.
It's Crayon.
Yes, so Crayon this. Crayon this.
Crayon, how you doing, man?
Good morning. Okay, it seems like we can see him. Can you hear us, Crayon?
Crayon, we're having a bit of a problem with the connection.
Yeah, I'm not sure
why.
why.
The funny thing about Crayon is the fact that I found out that we had a couple of similarities, I and him. Well, not in age, but he's an Ojo boy. He's actually from Ebonyi State, but the fact is that he lives in Ojo. And it's a place where you have plenty of people with plenty of plenty of talent.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just, for me, it was just...
I was watching some of his videos just now, but we did say just now that he's one of the hottest talents in the music arena right now. He's part of a very talented Maven Records label and has dropped a self-titled EP. He dropped it in 2019. Now, that 6-track EP documented themes like success, of course, women, the rich lifestyle, and, you know, just living lavish. But there were really great releases. Bamiloke.
So I hear the Crayon
All is in order. So
Crayon,
fine.
Let's
Some
talk
great
to you.
songs.
Crayon, are you there? Can you hear us now?
I can hear you guys now.
Great.
Beautiful.
Fantastic. Welcome on the show this morning, man.
Oh shit! Wow! Yeah, shit.
I love your energy. That's what we want for a Friday. So, Crayon, let's get to talking about you, and then we get to talking about your music, Maven Records and everything. How much of a surprise was it for you to be a part of Maven Records? Let me first of all lead by asking that. Were you surprised at all, or hey, were you expecting this to happen?
You know, for me, I was never, it was something that I never dreamt. Like, it was out of nowhere, you know, but it was one of my biggest, you know, dreams to get signed to major label in Nigeria, you know. So yeah, is a dream come true for me. I feel blessed. I feel amazing. I still remember the same day I received the call from Baby Fresh. I'm like, yo, pull up with your producers and come, let's see what we can do. And boom, we met Jazzy, and you know, he liked my vibe from then. So we're like, yeah, let's see what we can do with you, and the rest is history.
All right. So I noted that you post quite a lot of music, like even freestyles, so regularly. It feels like you have a target. I don't know, it feels like you're always trying to release music. Is it every month? Is it every 3 months? What have you got planned?
You know, for now, I've just been dropping singles back to back. You know, my new single just dropped this morning on Code. I dropped a new single last week, Friday, titled Sometimes, and I'm doing really well. I dropped another single again this morning. So it's officially exclusive. I'm giving you guys exclusive. I just dropped a new single titled On Code, produced by London, featuring London. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So it's really fast, though.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And
I'm wondering how long it takes you to make a new joint, how long it takes you to drop a new music. But first off, I noticed that you're an Ojo boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Iba, yeah, behind Lasso. I'm also kind of like an Ojo boy. Well, not really, Sha.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, not really. I schooled in Lasso, so, you know, it's kind of like our playground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was a good thing to note. Cool. But coming from that background, now being in the center, the cynosure of entertainment, everybody knows who Crayon is. What's the difference? Do you actually have any note of a difference in style of life from when it was and what it is now and what it's going to be?
Yeah, of course, it's been a huge difference. Like, you know, I used to be this regular kid on shorts and slides, walking around the hood. It's a normal regular kid, but now I can't do that anymore.
When was the last time you went back to a job, for instance?
I think early this year, I went back I paid a surprise visit to the hood, unannounced, and, you know, it was crazy. I felt like, you know, presidents, you feel me? You know, the love was massive, you know, and I stand for my people, and I stand for what I believe in, and I will never stop until they hear Ojo across the world, like everywhere. So that's like the vibe, you know, so yeah.
I noted that you celebrated a birthday in July, right?
Yes,
and for many people, birthdays are reflective times. You know, I'm wondering what is different. So for you now, on your birthday, do you now have a new sense of things? Are you using this new time, this new year, to do anything specific? Talk to us.
Yeah, I just the same thing I do every day, trying to take over the world. I just keep working, keep grinding, trying to take Afrobeat to the next level in my sound, and like I just stay working. To be honest, like I just been doing my thing, you know. So like this new age is just time for me to just, you know, buckle up and just stay working. You know, that's all we do. We never stop working, stay grinding and stay pushing, because I have a long journey ahead of me, and I have big things coming. So stick around. Yeah.
All right then.
All right. Well, this is going to be my last question, because I have a thing for the amount of talent that comes from that area where you actually reside or resided from before. So my question is going to be this. You're not the only person who's come out of this place. There are people like Akpororo, for instance. There's a Brimo. So my question is, what would you do, or could you do, or have you done to give back to the talents that are from these areas that you guys are from? Have you endeavored? Have you tried? Or is this something you're looking to do in the future, Crayon?
Yeah, to be honest, it's something I like love to do, because I want to like help other people, other talents out there to, you know, get to where they want to get to. You know, like I said, in my hood, nobody was doing this thing for real, I said I'm going to be number one, and I'm number one, and I'm keep doing this thing, and I want to make sure I give back to the community. Before now, nobody was saying Ojo to the world or Ojo whatever. Like everybody was just doing that thing. Up until I said Ojo, from Ojo to the world, and everyone started saying Ojo, Ojo. Yeah, well, feel me, but like Ojo to the world, and once it's time, once it feels right, I'll come back and I give back to my community. That's
nice.
No stress, man.
Nice. Now, I've noted that with this lockdown, it's like you are looking very fresh. And as you're looking fresher and more fly,
oh boy,
as you know, the girls will start surrounding you like flies now. So how have you been able to handle that? Has it been a lot of pressure for you?
For now, maybe before the corona, there was girls, but for now, no girls, because they have to stay safe and healthy.
That's what he says.
Wow. So nobody is locking Crayon down at all. Nobody, no special
relationship.
All requests declined.
Oh wait, I have a question for you, Crayon. I have a good question for you. So there's a track called Shade. There's another one called Ifunaya by P Squared. There's so if you were going to make a track about a girl, what would her name be?
To be honest, I have a lot of songs that have like different girls, like names and stuff like that.
Really?
Can I give
So I
you
wouldn't
one
want
name?
to start telling you guys. I wouldn't want to start letting the cat out of the bag. It's too early for me to start unveiling titles of my songs. Don't really songs. So, but I have names like.
What about this name? What about this name? What if you named your next track about a girl, Oluchi? Does that ring a bell? Why are you laughing? Does it ring a bell?
It ring a bell. It's a beautiful girl.
Who is Oluchi?
Like in my personal life?
Yes. No Oluchi.
No,
there is an Oluchi.
Any girl can be Oluchi now. As long as it's a female.
Don't worry, we'll be expecting it. We hope.
We will.
Oh shit.
But all in all, I'm feeling your flow. I'm feeling the videos as well. Some of these videos, are you coming up with them by yourself, or is it your team that's supporting you on that one?
Yeah, it's my team. Obviously, I'm signed to a label, so like I'm signed to the biggest label in Africa. So like, my team, we be going crazy. Like we never stop working, we never stop planning and strategizing. So it's my team. Like it's a collective effort. So yeah.
All right.
Whose idea was Pano Pano?
From the song, like the lyrics.
Yeah, whose idea was it? Was it yours?
That was my idea. Like yeah.
What is it about?
Like when I went for a show. I think it was last December. I don't know what happened. I got pissed at the show. Like I got pissed at backstage. Like, so I took that energy, to the studio, and I had to let them know that.
It looks like it. It's like you were just coming from.
Oh wow!
Interesting. Very interesting.
That's one of the videos right there. So fine, I believe, and yeah.
I never go to the studio without a situation, so I have to, like Lil Wayne, have to go to the studio with a situation in your head, you feel me? So like, pour it out there naturally and organic, so it's easy like that.
All right, so do you have
a question? So I'm just so impressed. I'm trying to not allow his head to swell too much. Yeah, but we've had him here in the studio before, and when he came, from then till now, he's kept it pushing. He's kept evolving. He's kept pushing. Good. And we can't wait to have you back in the studio with us one of these days.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be on the show.
Thank you very much.
It was fun the last time, so I want to do it again.
All right, Crayon. Yeah, that's a bright young star right there. And speaking of things that are bright,
I gotta get ready for the games.
Yes,
right now.
Really?
Yeah,
really? You're
I'm up against Mike.
Mike. So. Welcome back, and we're in the garden, people. Mike versus Mazzino in the plastic cup pyramid challenge.
So it depends on the outcome. I'll let you know what happened. But let's see.
Yeah, so it's very simple. We have loads of plastic cups here.
Yes.
Some people call them cups.
But 40 ounces.
But we're supposed to create a pyramid with these cups and dismantle it within the time frame. So let me just confirm the time frame. The time frame is supposed to be 2 minutes, right?
We should have some music in the
Fastest person
the fastest person to do it. Okay.
To make a pyramid.
But if you take too much time,
show us
we'll
a
cut
demo.
you.
Yeah.
All right, let me show you a demo. So you start out with 6 cups, then you come up to build your pyramid like this.
All right.
Right, like
You're
this.
doing a very bad job, but
A very bad job. But I'm not the
5,
one
6,
playing the game.
4, 3.
Yeah, so
Okay.
basically you just keep going higher and higher.
5, 6,
and
4,
then
3.
When you get to
5,
the top.
6, 4, 3. Okay, okay, 5, 6, 4, 3. Yeah,
Okay.
I got you.
Then-
Like that, like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
keep
like
going.
so, if I was playing this game, I would have probably lost already. But my issue now is
When you're done,
you bring it all the way down as quickly as you can. I'm not doing too badly. I'm
No.
not doing too badly now. So this is the pyramid we're looking for.
that's the one that's gonna destroy everything.
No, it's not.
Okay, so how do you bring it
So
down?
you bring
Don't show
it down.
Okay, so how do you bring it
So
down?
you bring
Don't show him.
Wow.
Yeah,
you've seen it.
No, don't. Yeah, bring it down anyway. Any method that
Okay.
that was supposed to be my secret.
All
All right.
like that. But all the cups should be in a tower
Okay.
after the fact.
One tower.
One tower
tower.
after the fact.
You're gonna
That is the rule.
help
So
me
as long as
rearrange.
the cups
Okay,
are
so
all in
help
one
him.
tower, we're good.
Take his own.
Okay, let me help you out here.
2 cups each.
Let me help you out here. Sorry, I've scattered your.
It's okay. I'm still gonna win.
But the game is a very simple one, but not that simple as you could see. It was a little bit complicated for even me.
Plus, it's windy.
Which wind? There's no wind. There's no wind. Don't let them lie to you that there's wind.
Are we ready?
All right, so we start out with 6 cups at the base of the pyramid.
All right.
We need to see a clear pyramid at the top. Really? What's going on now? This kind of human being.
Hurry.
You know what? Let's start this game before it gets mean in here. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see who's gonna be calm. I'm trying to blow your cups down. Where's the wind when we need it? Where's the wind when we need it?
Pyramid.
Where's the wind when we... No!
Start again.
No! Okay, keep going. All right, start from scratch, people. Start
Seemed
from
easy,
scratch.
didn't
There's
it?
still time. There's still time. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Mike. Mike, you're supposed to be on this side now. Mike, what's going on?
You've got there now, Benny. Who said side? Oh, madam, hold yourself there. Come on,
No. This pyramid is looking one kind. It's looking one. Okay, pyramid is up. Go. Who's gonna get there first? Who's gonna do it first? Is it gonna be Mike? Is it gonna be Mazino? Who is it gonna be? Okay. So honestly, I cannot tell. I need to.
Oh my God.
What are you hearing?
VAR software.
Yeah.
Who won? Who won?
See that one?
It's a draw. It's a draw.
No, we cannot have this. We cannot have this.
It's a draw.
I'm sitting in protest. I'm not.
Okay, well, it was a very nice try. You both had one demolish event, and you came back from it strong. We're gonna have a rematch, guys.
Yeah, probably we will.
Rematch.
Probably we will. But I was in front. See this here. They did a Joro here for me. I won.
All right, so I'm the one that's gonna be eating today's food since both of them could not.
That was
cut it.
exhilarating.
See you guys inside.
We already know who won that game, but you watching at home knows who the winner is. I'm not going to say it. Welcome back to the kitchen. And Chef Tito has been hard at work, guys. Like, I can tell you for sure. So this morning, she's made her special recipe, Chef Tito honey sandwich. Yes, it's coming out really nicely. Look at this, guys. Look at this.
Yes.
This is what you call beauty on a plate. It looks beautiful, by the way, and it looks very, very tasty. So while we're waiting for the others to join us in a bit, Chef Tito, where are we?
So we're done with the first set. We still have some.
I'm the winner.
Mike, you cheated. You cheated. Move over there.
You cheated.
Move over there. You cheated. I'm just going to put it out there so that the whole world knows that Mike cheated.
Wow.
So you know that they gang up against me because I always win all the games. I'm the new man. When it comes to winning games, I'm #1, man.
How does that
I'm the game
work?
master.
Can I sit down, please?
No. What did you do?
Please,
Those
God.
cups were
Just
heavy.
building pyramid cup.
Those cups were heavy.
It's heavy.
Oh, wow,
All
sandwiches.
right, guys, welcome to the kitchen. This is my space, so please let's all be quiet. Thank you very much.
Yes, Auntie MM.
Yeah, thank you, Titi. All right, look at that, guys. Look at this. So Chef Tito has done it once again. Thank you so much, Chef Tito. So quickly, let her tell us how she put this together. While who won this game?
I did.
Titi, tell us honestly, who won this game?
I honestly, I couldn't
Titi
tell.
was too excited. She wasn't even
couldn't
keeping
tell.
score.
You know what happens? We're going to ask the audience. It's going to be on social media.
Exactly.
They know
So
that
who
the
won
game
this
master always has he's always on point.
No.
So let's
don't
know.
Jinx it.
Use the
Don't jinx it,
hashtag
Mike.
Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Who won the games?
Who won this game?
Who won the
Michael
game? Mazzino.
I guess we'll eventually find out who won.
Yes.
But for now, it's a draw. It's a draw.
It's a draw.
Yes.
Alrighty.
So we'll have Mazzino take a bite.
Wow.
And then we'll also have Mike take another bite. But while they're at it, let Chef Tito tell us how she put this delicious sumptions.
All of it from there?
Yes. All right.
Go ahead,
Go on.
Tito. Tell us how to
Have a
put this
chew.
together.
Okay, so we first sauteed the vegetables, which is cabbage, some spinach, and some bell peppers, and
Is that what's inside here?
cucumbers. Yes, please.
Cucumber, bell pepper.
Yeah, and some green olives.
Okay, wonderful.
Honestly.
Season it with black pepper.
So how does it taste? What do you think?
You can taste the olive and the honey jumping out at me.
Okay.
I like
Olives,
that.
honey.
Jumping into your mouth. And into your
Put it.
tummy.
Fantastic.
Is
taste,
this
I
a
love it.
toaster or sandwich maker?
This is a grill. This is an electric grill.
Okay, this one went to Harvard.
That's
Not that type in
industrial.
my house. That type in my house is plastic.
That you use first to close it.
This one went to Harvard.
Yeah, we will definitely try it.
that my house
But meanwhile,
like
Mike,
Mini Ben.
would you like to try it? Would you like to? No,
know
I
there's
said
no
try
trivia
it.
here. Just
Try it.
Hold
Just
on
take
now,
one.
Hold on. I'm trying to try it now.
Take
Hold on.
one. Use the other hand.
Hold on now. Hold
Why?
on. Hold
All right,
on.
guys.
Hold on.
All right, guys.
Now the day is
Oh,
over.
wow.
Night is coming, yeah. Actually, it's the morning.
Shadows of the evening still across the sky.
Okay, so Mazzino, after
Mike, are you
have
going to
finished
eat
your
this
food-
or what?
Okay, let me try.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Ah,
Honey in a sandwich.
Beautiful. Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
Smells amazing, though. Smells amazing.
So, guys,
Yeah.
Chef Tito eventually made me taste olives for the first time ever.
And
you
now,
eaten olive
yes.
before?
you
She
love it.
doesn't like olive.
No, I don't eat.
Oh, beautiful stuff. Especially in certain drinks.
I still have,
It's a Friday.
Certain drinks. But being a Friday, we have to appreciate every single person that's stuck with us throughout the week, watching us from Monday through till now. We appreciate you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Hopefully you had a great time. Make sure you comment on our social media and tell us what you think. A lot of suggestions for new segments and things like that also come through our social media as well.
Yeah, and I'm still waiting for your videos on life hacks. For those of you who tried the life hack on Wednesday, let me know how that turned out. Did it turn out nicely? Because I'm making some really very nice one.
Yes.
You'll like this one next week, Wednesday.
there's this post, I'll talk about it on Monday, Ida on Tech on social media segment. There's a kid they asked in school, what are the steps to prevent coronavirus? And the kid goes out outlining our steps, the one in our ad.
Oh!
And now finally puts there, watch TVC News. Like it was, so I'm not an hour person. I'm never, but for that one, that's like it was like my biggest awe moment. I'll show you that post. Like he put it in his exact, and they gave marks, of course the TVC part was not there. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
That guy is getting first position.
Yeah, so we should even invite him on the show one
Yeah,
of
we
these days.
should.
So big shout out to everyone who's part of the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a wonderful week, by the way.
And yes, let's not forget Wake Up Nigeria Extra.
Yes,
later on today.
Yeah. Of course, that's going to be a blast. We have an interesting guest for you. Tune in on Instagram from 2:30 p.m. Of course, a big shout out to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories. Much love to all of y'all.
Thank you, Chef Tito.
Thank you, Chef Tito.
Done it again.